So, everybody everybody got some chocolate in their system?
Yeah.
Everybody feeling better? Everybody's brains semi-recovered from the assault on our systems?
Oh, not even close yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get there.
But I'm doing a whole lot better.
Hopefully
That's
this will
fine.
help. Hopefully this will help because what we're doing here is we are doing the Nostalgia Critics review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And he's doing this with Cinema Snob, who is one of my favorite collaborators with the Critic. I've seen some of his work, and I gotta say, he's kind of he's a dick, but he's a good kind of dick. You know, he's a cynical asshole, but honestly, he's just so good at being a cynical asshole that you just don't care.
Are we talking about Ben?
Are we talking about Jim Sterling?
Are we talking about me?
Okay, imagine this. Imagine with me, if you will. Jim Sterling, but shorter, skinnier, with a more pronounced grin.
All right.
Still has glasses. And American.
Interesting.
And instead of talking about video games, he talks about movies.
So it's like if you brain swap. No, because it's like if you brain swapped Total Biscuit and Micah.
Man.
Really?
That's weird.
Well, you'll
Look, we just went through a whole lot.
we did,
So-
and it was an adventure.
Brain still no work good. It not perfect system.
No, it not perfect system at all.
But okay, Nostalgia Critic. Let's do
Yeah,
this
Nostalgia
thing now.
Critic, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. We all have fairly fond memories of this movie.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
You
a
know,
good movie.
It was good.
And Nostalgia
Not great,
Critic tends to make sense, and we know that this one isn't him going through one of the many layers of hell. So it's gonna be fine.
Okay, so here we
Good
go.
way to ease back in. He aimed the death ray the wrong direction.
It's not a death ray, it's a satellite.
Says you.
An event took place that changed science fiction forever. Years later, just in time for the holiday season, the saga continues.
There it is. Oh, this is a terrible
Hey!
idea.
I know your family's waiting. I know it's an important day.
Let's not do this.
For God's
Not the
sakes,
holiday
use
special.
your adult words.
I'm sorry, Cinema Snob. It's just, I'm so excited. It's the Star Wars holiday sequel, and we're totally retconning the problems of the last one.
We're not going anywhere unless we outrun that giant slice of pizza.
Why don't you just jump to Lightspeed? That's always the answer.
Oh yeah, why does it always take me so long to remember that?
That's a pretty good Harrison Ford impression. I'm pleased with it.
Well, he played Indiana Jones in a few things.
Yeah, that's fair.
Critic, we're home.
Yep, the same old coloring book cover that we're used to. Come on, I want you to meet my extended family for Hanukkah.
Oh god, they're not a bunch
We're
of
Hanukkah.
last special, are there?
We're
Hanukkah.
doing something completely different this time. Oh, hello,
No!
No! We got the company. We got the company.
Where did they?
I could use a Jefferson Starship cameo about now.
Where did they get those masks?
When I go and make the dinners. Oh, Piosa, Piosa! Jesus,
So do we watch holiday specials?
Oh, no. We partake in the most classic of Hanukkah traditions. We just sit around and watch stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with the holiday whatsoever.
You mean like 8 Crazy
The
Nights?
Force Awakens is on.
I see what you did there.
It's very subtle. The highly anticipated
It's not as subtle as a
now
brick to the
poorly
noggin
named
there,
sci-fi
Critic.
trilogy is here. Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Can it make up for the Siths of the past? Will there be a special
Krendor?
edition where CG characters are replaced with puppets?
And most importantly, will it lead to even more holiday specials?
More?
Come on, Halloween, Easter, wouldn't you love to see how Jar Jar celebrates Black History Month?
No.
Drive with Jake Lloyd.
This is The Force Awakens.
So it starts off with... hold on a second.
Good.
Though what if somebody out there can't read?
Then how would they know to click on the video?
Fair point.
It starts off with a rebel spy giving secret information to a little droid just before stormtroopers come in and separate them.
Wait, that sounds eerily familiar.
Yep.
Road Chip had the same plot.
Really?
Who knows? You'll never see it to find out.
Instead of the Empire this time, it's the First Order.
Which is just another name for Empire, isn't it?
Pretty much. As
Yep.
one of their leaders, named Kylo Ren, tells them to put the pilot named Poe on the ship and kill everybody else.
Put the pilot named Poe on my ship and kill everybody else. Especially Max von Sydow.
001.
What's Harvey Korman doing in this?
Oh, he's a robot that lets us know when a good actor is completely wasted in a role.
Number 265, Max von Sydow. Gone, but not unforgotten.
Does that happen a lot in this movie?
Does the Jedi menorah have 9 lightsabers?
But one stormtrooper named
There were
Finn
not
is
9
shocked
there.
that
Nope.
being a psychotic
There were only
killer
7.
means being a psychotic killer. So he breaks Poe out, but gets shot down to planet not Tatooine, where Finn presumes Poe's dead as the ship sinks into the sand. And blows up.
It's fine.
It was allergic to sand,
It is very coarse, rough, and irritating.
and it gets everywhere. This is when we
Sand's
meet
the
Rey,
worst.
a scavenger waiting for her family to return, who comes across the droid named BB-8.
Well, aren't you an adorable sucker ball with the stormtrooper's butt cheek on top?
But the Not Empire finds the droid too, causing her to run into Finn, and the two of them team up trying to
Yeah.
escape. They come across the Millennium Falcon, which is confused for scrap metal,
It belongs in a museum.
and they take off.
So do you!
These ships require keys of any kind.
Of course, all the TIE fighters miss them because only the drunkest of soldiers pilot those things, and they escape into space.
True.
Well, because the galaxy is such a small place, they bump into Han Solo and Chewbacca's ship.
Nom.
No.
Here, wait a minute. What's with the animation all of a sudden?
Well, through certain camera lenses, some people look like poorly animated cartoon characters.
Not happening.
Wait a minute, how is that possible? You're watching the special with me.
That's your biggest question? You're not concerned why the Jar Jars are watching gay acrobatic holograms?
Oh, Piyosa! You just don't understand Hanukkah.
Yes, because you've never explained it to me.
It's not something you explain, it's something you feel.
Ugh.
I feel like a scotch right now.
Double Piyosa! So Rey and Finn explain their situation, and Solo agrees to help them get the droid to the Not Rebels. After he's attacked by some people he owes money to.
Just hide here until this pointless detour blows over.
Pointless
Listen.
detour? That ties in perfectly with... Okay, time to watch the human pornographies I have for some reason. Oh, Piyosa!
How is that even possible?
Well, this should fittingly explain how pointless this scene is.
What?
Angry men wanting their
Wait, that's. She played Amanda Waller in the
Yeah.
friggin' Suicide Squad review.
nowhere. None of it tying into the story. Oh yes, but still shorter than the opening of Return of the Jedi. Oh.
Stop that.
What is happening?
Sure this isn't the porno version of Star Whores?
Now, I think the plot would actually be more focused. So Kylo Ren talks to Supreme Leader Snoke, and holy shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh my god, that's the new Emperor? He's gigantic! Holy smoke! Imagine the possibilities you can do with this!
Supreme Leader, I am sorry we have to talk to you via non-cost-effective gigantic hologram.
That's for making me think you were awesome.
Well, who knows? Maybe it still has a pretty good design.
It's just Gollum.
I thought I said no more cartoons in this.
Actually, I think that's supposed to look realistic.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah, remember that cheap-ass alien from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? He's your... Except somehow he looks even fake.
Not to mention a whopping 7 lines from the actor you're never allowed to see act, Andy Serkis. Ouch.
Even the name Snoke, it sounds like an 80s cartoon about a bunch of colorful creatures that live underwater.
but he does at least let out this important
You
bit of
gotta warn
information.
somebody.
By the way, how is your father Han Solo?
Are you right?
Anyone else get a "you're so dead" vibe just now?
Not really.
In fact, I'm getting more of a 2 more movies vibe, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably just you.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
I'm sorry about that. I did not know.
Oh, boy. Wow. Great. It's what I needed in my life.
Crystal skulled him.
Stop saying that.
Rotten liver.
Mo's eyes.
Good guys, we go to a
That's a
cantina
good
where a ton of
joke.
weird aliens hang out. Okay,
Oh, hey.
none of this is ringing a bell as having been done before.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
I'm B. Arthur. Welcome to my watering hole.
Please tell me no more about your watering hole.
I wouldn't talk, Eraserhead.
Alright,
You're not even a real fighter. You want us all to run.
So what if I do?
Finn! Don't ever think that. Only fools and cowards run. Now, we hear you might have something that can lead us to Luke Skywalker.
Sure do.
Yeah, it's about right.
Let's run.
Typical Mary Sue.
Hey.
Yep.
Huh, that was easy. Blow him up.
Anyone want tauntaun for dinner?
The Empire is shutting us down. Lousy anti-Jedi. It's not the end, friend. Don't say goodbye, friend. Is that not clear, friend? In your arms.
Bye, B. Arthur.
I'm alright, kid.
So, Rey is captured and interrogated by Kylo Ren, only to have Rey interrogate him.
Why do you seek Skywalker?
Why do you seek Skywalker?
He's a jerky uncle who didn't let me play with the dark side. You have the Force.
I do? Well, then you will leave me with a weak-minded stormtrooper so that I can escape.
Ha! Joke's on you. That's what I was gonna do anyway.
Joke's on you. I'm leaving you with James Bond.
Release me.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Finn meets up with his old friend Poe,
Hey!
Surprised I'm alive?
No, I saw it in the trailer.
while Solo meets
Yeah.
up with his old flame General Leia.
Leia, I saw her son.
Han, I know there's still good in him.
He just Jackson Pollocked a cantina with a bunch of space Nazis. He's a little past grounding at this point.
Please promise me that you'll try and win him back.
Yeah.
Promise.
Alright, I'll try to win him back.
Also, can you fill out these insurance forms?
Okay.
And close out these bank accounts.
Alright.
Also, wear this red shirt. I really think it screams you.
It's an Abrams movie, why not?
Oh, I know you can do it!
Wow.
I
feel-
forced the captain of the stormtroopers to lower the shield.
Lower the shields.
Into the garbage chute unseen Gwendolyn Christie performance.
I think this one speaks for itself.
Honestly.
Yes, it does.
I'm glad that
Solo
we're getting
decides
more of
he's
her.
going to confront.
I decide, so I'm going to confront.
Have I ever told you that you're like a mentor to me?
Christ, I have no chance.
So Solo approaches
Yep.
his son, who takes his mask off to reveal that he's actually a pretty good-looking guy.
Well, why the hell is
Hey,
he
there you go,
mask?
Micah.
Well, the
They're
dark
talking
side
about you.
does seem to be anti-pretty people.
Son of
Oh,
Good jab.
good one.
Good
Good
jab.
jab.
pointing guns at us, and I know I haven't given you any new reasons to come back, but I'd like you to come back.
Before I answer, could you just take another few steps forward?
Oh,
No.
Sure. Your mother misses you, son. I miss you too. And if you could forget for a minute that both the writer and I wanted me to die in Return of the Jedi, well, it would be great if you could.
What a surprise.
Yeah. Still doesn't mean it didn't. Still doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Oh. Still doesn't mean it didn't hurt,
Not
man.
a Pokemon.
Stop the giant planet-destroying ball that's about to blow up the base where Leia is, while a lightsaber duel takes place with a villain who seems torn between good and evil. None of this is sounding familiar in the slightest, like at all.
Hey, you're the one who keeps living in the past, having Harvey Korman and drag teach the dreidel.
Spin, turn, spin, turn, spin, spin, turn.
3,000 years of beautiful tradition from Moses to Sandy Koufax. You're goddamn right I'm living in the past!
Oh, come off it, Chris. You're not even
Big
fucking
Lebowski.
Jewish,
I
man.
love
I
it.
converted to Chewbaccaism the minute I married Mrs. Jar Jar.
I hate this.
This does bring up a
Oh
good
my
point, though.
God.
As similar as these scenes are to the past, there's not as much investment in them. We care for the Death Star battles in the other films because we knew Luke Skywalker, we knew Lando Calrissian, and we knew the emotional stakes. Here, we have Poe in the space battle, who hasn't had a lot of screen time.
True.
And we don't really know the consequences of either base blowing up. The bad guys always seem to make a bigger base after one is destroyed, and we're not sure if the majority of rebels are on the planet this time or if they're spread out. Even the lightsaber duel seems kind of underwhelming. We only have one scene where these two have any real connection, and while it's a good scene, it's not really enough for a climax. With the other ones, they talked and discussed their history while fighting. Your powers are weak, old man. I was the student, but now I'm the master. You are not a Jedi. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. Here, it's join me. Nah. And that's it. You get more dialogue out of a mime screenplay.
Oh,
Ouch.
please. When has J.J. Abrams ever repeated anything in a sci-fi franchise? I can't even finish that.
Good
That's
man.
harsh, and I love it.
To be separated.
Here's to figuring out how we're related.
I say cousins.
And I say siblings.
Ooh, can I be related to Lando?
No.
What? Come on, everyone else is related.
So the not Death Star.
Can I be related to Lando?
Rey travels to see Luke Skywalker.
Could he be
and
related
she meets
to
him on
Lando?
top
That'd
of
be
a
great.
mountain where she hands him back his lightsaber. So it was good, but did it really have to be so similar to the other movies?
Oh, come on. If you honestly see a connection between an evil dictatorship, chasing a droid with secret plans, landing on a desert planet where a wide-eyed youth comes across it, follows in the footsteps of a mentor who has a connection to the villain, being controlled by a shadowy overlord, only to lose that mentor while discovering a surprise father-son relationship, leading to a battle against a giant round weapon that destroys planets and is about to destroy the base of a heroic resistance, but is stopped just in time, resulting in our main character leaving to train with an old wise master from the past, well then that's just silly.
I just don't get it. Why would they, after all these years, do something this similar? Excuse me, but Lisa got to know how to...
Oh, thank heavens that finally paused.
That's not your real voice?
Oh, no. That's just a phase my race goes through. You see, we all start off whiny and annoying, but then we hit a certain age where we become quite charming and brilliant. The rest of my family will hit it soon enough, but until then, I thank you for indulging in all of my insufferable antics.
No problem.
Now, let us prepare for our wonderful holiday. Oh, dear. There appears to be feces on the floor. Better step around that.
Wow, that actually made things a lot better.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make up for the sins of the past holiday special.
So that's why you did so many things that the other one did?
Exactly. If I want to move forward with more specials, I have to prove I can do a regular one okay. So I stick to the formula, only this time I do it a lot better. Shit, this is a metaphor, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Pretty heavy.
I guess it does kind of make sense when you really think about it. After so many years of people hating the prequels, these filmmakers had a lot to prove. So they had to demonstrate that they could do something that looks and feels like Star Wars before they could move forward with anything different. Sure, a lot of it's on repeat, but it's done in such an entertaining and whimsical way that it's still really enjoyable. And who knows, maybe the new stuff that should have gotten more attention in this film will get attention in the next film.
And besides, they've done practically every plot thread the other movies have done. There's not many left, leaving it open to new ideas in upcoming films. It's not a classic, but it doesn't need to be yet. It's the reintroduction of an old friend who's taken a beating and just needed to show that he's gonna be okay before he accomplishes better things.
The first is the establishment. The second is the mistake. The third is the apology.
Well,
Renegade.
magic ball, and I'll show you.
No.
You're all like family to me.
Just touch the goddamn ball.
You want to try it? What in the hell is going on here? I don't understand. Ugh.
That's weird.
Are we dead?
Leia,
Oh, I wouldn't miss this holiday for the world.
Leia, my friend here would like to know the true meaning of Hanukkah. Would you kindly explain it to him?
Of course.
The hell with Hanukkah. Give me Klopplach.
Oh no. No. Don't do this. Don't. No.
Thank God. Thank God. Oh. Oh.
That was.
I think we all feel better now.
That was rough, man. That one. Ooh.
Okay. I will say this. I'm more excited for episode 8 than I was for episode 7 right now. Wait, what?
Are you gonna take it or what? What?
Don't hit the button.
You need to hold it for a month.
A month, but next month is January.
You know what that means?
Sequel month.
Shyamalan month!
Oh, Shyamalan month? Oh, yeah.
Keep it up.
This is awful.
What?
Yeah.
No.
What? No.
What a twist.
At the end of the day, you're still not as big a disappointment as Williams.
Oh.
Good one, Brad. Good one.
Oh.
Please
Good
stop
one, Brad.
mentioning that movie.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out, and this is one that I've known about for a
gosh.
while.
So for me,
Please stop
okay,
mentioning
Brad with that awesome. Well, at least you're not as big a disappointment as Mutt Willie. Good stab there. Good stab. I enjoyed that. I forgot how much I liked Brad. Brad's just such a fun guy. He's like a shorter, more cynical version of the Nostalgia Critic, which is saying something. I think you'd like his stuff, Ben. I think you'd like what he has to offer.
You're gonna have to give me some time to get past.
Crystal
Stop saying those words.
That one fan film that should not be counted as canon.
Thank you. That's
and is ridiculous in all forms.
Look, I was already in a vulnerable place.
Did you mean Avatar: The Last Airbender? Oh. Did you mean the series of unfortunate events?
Ooh. Stop saying those.
Stop,
things.
please. Okay.
Well, actually, I never. Thankfully, I never saw that.
The second one.
Well, no, the stupid attempt at an Avatar movie.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I never saw that. Thankfully.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
it was disappointing. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, as you know.
Oh yeah,
but not that.
Not
stupid.
Not the Shyamalan. Actually, you know what?
Not the Shyamalan.
You know what?
Movie.
Here's one for you. Since next month was Shyamalan month for the Nostalgia Critic, how about?
Oh no.
How about we dedicate the next one to the next one to Shyamalan month and actually watch some of the Shyamalan reviews.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Which Shyamalan? What did he do in his Shyamalan?
I think he did The Happening.
I know he did.
I just saw that.
That's a weird.
I know
movie.
that he did The Last Airbender.
Yeah, Last Airbender was the one he ended Shyamalan month with.
I mean, that's
because that's the one everyone requested.
Yeah. And then he's like, "No, I have to do 3 before this."
Well, actually, I think he only did 2, but honestly, I'm up for doing that.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I could suffer through 4 Shyamalan movies.
Well, I'm not saying we do them all at once.
Some of the Shyamalan
Oh no, I
movies
mean
are
him.
Good.
Oh, him? Oh.
What other? What is it? I want to know. Can you show
So
me?
there's The Happening. There's
Avatar.
Lady in the Water. I'm betting.
I think that was one. Yes.
Probably.
I'd put money on Lady in the Water.
Now we watched something with The Happening. I don't think it was nostalgia.
Oh,
I
it was
think
the
it was-
Everything Wrong With.
like-
was it Cinema Sins?
No, it was a top 10. It was a top 10 from the Nostalgia Critic that we watched with Wyndham.
Yes.
Like the 10.
I was
like
there
the
for
10.
that.
Like the 10 most Shyamalan
Oh, okay.
moments. I think was the one.
So I remember the hot dog guy. That was.
Oh yeah, that one.
The Happening was it was horrible.
Happening was a bad movie.
I just saw The Happening like this weekend, and
What did you think?
It was better than I thought it would be, just because the only exposure I had was here.
Was terrible jokes about The Happening.
But it wasn't good. I left the room a lot, though.
Yeah, see...
Because I didn't care that much about it, and my parents were watching it because it was on TV. And they were like, do you want me to pause it for you? And I was like, no, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back.
There's a difference between better than you thought it'd be and
good. Yeah, it wasn't
like,
good.
There's...
Mark Wahlberg's acting was hilarious.
I
am.
That's one of the central forces of that film that made people laugh.
Well, I feel like Mark Wahlberg was just self-aware how ridiculous this thing was. So it's almost like him trying to contain his actual emotions. They were like leaking through.
What? No.
Yeah, but the scene in which that what no comes in is they have the most ridiculous, they were supposed to be like the marriage was in trouble, right?
Yeah.
But the things that they were admitting to were so ridiculous. It's like, you didn't do anything. What? Why are you upset? I just don't understand.
It was that crazy old lady. That crazy old lady was just was just like, you're plotting to kill me, aren't you? What? No.
The different one. The one where she was like, I had dessert with that guy, and he's like, what? There's another what? And I'm like, okay, buddy.
Like, dude.
Buddy.
I guarantee you, Shyamalan said, I want you to be so empty. I want you to be so empty with your performance that you don't even know why you are doing what you're doing.
And Mark Wahlberg's like, you realize I got that feeling right after I read the script, right?
That's exactly what I hoped for.
Not a good thing.
It is to me.
Has like a rich person ever offered like a bunch of money to the critic to like direct a movie? Because
not really. I think Critic is really anti-establishment. He's against the acting guilds and shit like that because.
I just said a rich person. They don't have to be part of whatever.
The majority. Here's the thing: the majority of rich people who are involved in filmmaking aren't in it to just give someone online a chance to direct something, unless they're willing to kiss the ring and be in the establishment. That's just like Shane. That's just like Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson was given the opportunity to co-direct the film with somebody. They were actually going to film the same exact scenes, but with two different directors on the set on different days. And
that's weird.
No, and then they meshed the film together, and Shane Dawson only got that opportunity after he kissed the ring. After he kissed the ring and paid
proverbially.
Yeah, and paid into getting into acting guilds and directing guilds and producing guilds. You see, this is why I hate mainstream Hollywood, is because you have to be part of a guild or you have to be part of some organization in order to make a film. It's just like, oh no, we're the only ones who make good films.
And the only way to get into the guilds is to have already directed a film. So it's
not only that, but you have to pay like ridiculous amounts of dues.
Yeah.
And they say, "Oh, that's to protect you from getting scalped and all that." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's to line your pockets, and it's to give yourselves enough money to buy these shitty awards to pat yourselves on the back, and then nothing else."
Also, every time you said "kiss the ring," the only thing that I could picture with that is Vince McMahon. And it's not his ring they were kissing.
His ass?
Yes.
The Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. I remember that. So
that was an actual thing.
That was.
And it's unfortunate.
And it was very, very bad.
Very bad.
And
and that's the only thing that I can think of with that, because it's just like,
well, kissing the ring is attributed to mafia.
Yeah.
He knows.
I know. I'm fully aware.
Yeah,
I thought it was a Pope thing.
Pope.
It's also a Pope thing.
Pope, kingship. It really depends. It depends on the culture it comes from.
Yeah, but
mostly an Italian thing.
Yeah, but then there's just Vince McMahon, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that sort of symbolizes everything a little bit.
Vince McMahon loves the big sweaty man.
Here we go.
Vince McMahon.
All right, so basically, I think what we're saying is, hey, Critic, if you ever get the chance to direct a movie, we'll help.
Yeah,
you don't even have to pay us
to
help.
Absolutely.
I may have spoken too soon. I may have spoken out of turn for the rest of us.
Here's the thing. Don't guarantee Micah to do anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Here's the
Micah
thing.
got to get
We
paid.
will ask Micah if he wants to be involved.
I don't have to get paid, but I do what I want.
Well, we will ask you if. Here's the thing.
He
We will
doesn't-
And then he
ask
gets paid.
He
yeah,
doesn't get voluntold.
We will ask you if you wish to be involved. We will tell you of the project, and if you want to be involved, and if you want to be, then you can go with us. Then we can all go up there together and make a project. A project.
The scene from Firefly just flashed in my head. I do the job, and then I get paid, and then he just walks off. Also, you'd look really good in a brown coat. Just gonna throw that out there.
He'd look good in the brown coat or in the Spike Spiegel suit. I really want to see you in the Spike Spiegel suit, dude.
I don't know if I can pull that off.
I think you can.
I think you can.
You're lean enough. You're lean enough, and if you let your hair do its natural thing, I think you.
It's too long for quite that. I'd have to cut it a little bit.
If you want to see Micah in a Spike Spiegel cosplay, please write CU Space Cowboy, Renegade Media Group, P.O. Box 1965, Bristol, Virginia.
Oh dear.
24203.
Actually, I think Cowboy Bebop, the second session, there's been talk of a continuation. What if this is what Spike Spiegel looks like after he wakes up from his medically induced coma after his amazing fight with Vicious?
Facial hair doesn't stop growing while you're in a coma.
No, it doesn't, and neither does hair on top of head.
It's true.
And maybe Spike's hair is too long to do anything with, and he's just at first he was going to cut it and go back to how it was, and then he's just I'm just going to let it be. And then next thing you know, he's just tying it up in a bun, and he's trying to do the samurai thing.
Just in case anybody still wondered, because I'm stupid, the things he did for Shyamalan Month are that video there. Why do good directors go bad?
Makes sense.
Okay.
The Happening Part 1, The Happening Part 2.
There's 2 parts.
Top 11 funniest
Oh,
Shyamalan
I remember.
moments, which
I
is what y'all
remember.
watched.
I remember that. I remember why he had to
Lady in the Water
separate them.
Part 1.
Yes.
Lady in
I
the
was
Water
right.
Part 2. And that's what it was. That's from season 9.
I remember why he had to separate them.
There are more Shyamalan videos. He has done Last
He had that
Airbender, but that
copyright
was in
strike
season
on him.
6.
He did.
Yeah.
He had a copyright strike against him, so that's something he had to fight.
All right.
As much as I'd like to keep going with this, we got to move on.
As much as I'd love to keep going with this, P is today, P is right now.
All right. So, see you later,
On that
everybody.
bombshell, bye.
Bye.